Hello. Hi, strangers. Let's see. Let me log on here. Hi, guys. Okay, hold on. Let me just see right here what I'm gonna do. Okay, channel. View your channel. Go in here. Okay, great. Oh, I guess we only can do super. Guys, today we're gonna have a new goal. Today's only we could only do super chat goal. But hi, honey boo boos. Let's see. Honey boo boos, how are you? Oh my god, how many days has it been? I missed all of you. Aloha, Carrie. Hi, Desi. Hi, guys. Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. Oh my gosh, I miss you guys so much. But with that being said, I'm super hungry today, and guess what? I got in the kitchen and I had some spaghetti squash, and I said, man, coming back and doing my first live stream again, this one has to be good. This one has to be good. So I cut open these spaghetti squash, I baked it up perfectly, and then I put a lot of meat, I put a lot of sauce. Everything's homemade. Hopefully you guys could enjoy this meal with me, honey boo boos, because a lot of love goes into this. This is one of my favorite ways to eat spaghetti. Healthy. Moo, because you guys know this is a diet portion. 2026, new year, new me. This is a little hors d'oeuvre appetizer size for me. So join me in this meal, honey boo boos. You guys make the best company. But do me a favor. Do me a little favor. Grab a little snack. No, you know what? Grab a meal. But most importantly, find a little comfy corner wherever you guys are at. And get comfortable, because it's about to go down, because I'm going to devour everything today because I'm that hungry. But first, before we do that, let's get started. Let's say a little prayer and let's get started. Bless us, O Lord, and these are gifts which I'm about to receive from my bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen. And if you guys are a honey boo boo, you guys know we live by the honey boo boo theory. What's the honey boo boo theory? All you gotta do is add a Diet Coke. All you gotta do is add a Diet Coke to whatever meal you're eating. And according to the Honey Boo Boo legend, the calories and the carbs will just disappear. Moo! And look, I'm the model to this theory, and it's working, right? New year, new me, diet size, appetizer size. Let's go. Let's go, boo-boos. I'm ready. Bon appetit. Let's go. Ooh, this is straight out the oven, boo-boos. Straight out the oven, and then I put some butter on top. Let's see how it comes. Oh my god! Oh, it's hot, nice and hot. Who wanted that? Okay, Jeremy, cut that out. Cut it. Nothing fell. I'm gonna cut that out. Just pretend, honey boo boos. Just pretend nothing happened, okay? Okay, who wants the first bite, honey boo boos? Who wants the first bite? Okay. Who wants? Okay, here. Take a bite. Take a bite. Open up. Open up. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mmm. Yes. Oh my gosh. Spaghetti squash. Man, it's one of those things. Either you know about it or you don't know about it. But as soon as I discovered that you could substitute spaghetti with the squash and it tastes so good, I'm addicted. Look at that. Look at all that on top. We loaded it up with meat, cheese. This is a big bite. It's for you guys. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Boo boo. This is it. This is it. And you know what? I was like, I have nothing to cook today. I have no ingredients in my kitchen. And this is something I put together with me having nothing. And I thought I had nothing, but look what came out of having nothing in my kitchen. I found something. And I think for thinking I had nothing in there and making this, you need to try this, Bonnie. Yes, it has that it has a man. You know what? The spaghetti squash. It's not. It's not like soft. The spaghetti strands that you call that are in here. They come off easy. So look, you see that? You would compare it to like a vermicelli, you know? And when you take a bite, no matter how long you roast it, it has a little bite. It has a little bite. It doesn't turn mushy. And that's what I like about it. Lots of cheese too. Yeah, I made sure that the cheese crisp up. Got a little crispy on top. Mmm. Mmm. And I put extra butter. Yeah. Okay. Let's kind of clear up the butter from my system with the Diet Coke. Mm-hmm. My arteries are clear. Period. That's all you need. Means that. Does anyone in here like spaghetti squash? Have you guys tried it? Have you guys tried this or no? Look at. Oh, look at that. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things. Now, yeah, I have three squashes here, half a squash. But this is considered like low carb. You know, it doesn't matter because we're drinking the Diet Coke regardless. But this is considered like you're on the low carb spectrum, you know? So it's one of those things that you could enjoy yourself, you could indulge yourself in and not feel guilty after. There's nothing worse to me than eating a really fatty, not nasty, a really good, fatty, unhealthy meal and feeling like crap after. I hate that feeling, that feeling of eating something bad. But when I indulge in stuff like this, I feel like, okay, I'm still a little healthy. I'm still healthy. Mm. Mm. Niham, do you have to? Mm. All I do, I preheat the oven to 415 degrees or 400 degrees, right? I cut the squash not in half, long ways, right? So you get this shape, the oval shape, right? I put a lot of olive oil, high quality. I like high quality olive oil, good olive oil, and a lot of salt and pepper. Put it in the oven for like an hour. It's gonna get these little brown edges, and you know it's ready. And all you do is take it out. You get a little spoon and a fork, and you scrape off the spaghetti off the middle, and that's all you need to do. That's what you do. You're good at cooking. I get by, you know. I get by. I'm not a chef. You know, I I guess my success in the kitchen is I cook when I'm hungry, and I know if I'm gonna eat my solid meal, it better be good. It better be good because usually this is like my first meal of the day, and I don't want to waste my first meal of the day on something mediocre. You know? No, if you don't cook with your heart, I don't think you're gonna cook good food. Because I think I cook good because I cook um, from childhood memories. I cook from what my family taught me. You know, a lot of stuff goes into my cooking. These I made that not that long ago. You made it not too long ago. Haven't received my giveaway yet. That is Destiny. I put it in the mail. I think I emailed you last week. Give it a couple more days and then let me know. I have been super busy, girl. I haven't been able to check, but there's no tracking because I send it U.S. mail. And for any reason, if you don't get it, don't worry. I'll send out. You know, another one will be sent out. But just keep an eye out in your mail. Lisa, Miranda's in here. Hi, Miranda. Hi, Ashley. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. And if you guys are wondering why I have two live streams playing, because I am live on Jeremy in the House and Jeremy in the House Vlogs. I'm trying to build up the second channel, Jeremy in the House Vlogs, to get monetized. And the only way to do that is to build up my watch hours there. So if you wonder why do I have a dual live stream going on, it's because I'm trying to get the watch hours on that channel. And that's the only reason that's happening. Lisa, oh my god, but my eyes are so bad and the phone is closed. Babe, I love making spaghetti squash. Also, you like it? One of my favorites. It needs more cheese. Yeah, I think if I would have put more cheese, this is times 3, right? If I would have put more cheese, I would have blown up that my bathroom after. Because sometimes too much cheese is not that good for me. Mm-hmm. You've heard of it, but you never tried it? Man. So, I highly recommend this. Mm. And look, even this spoonful that has not too much sauce on it, I bet you it's gonna taste good just with the salt, pepper, and olive oil that was at the bottom. Mmm. And that's one. We done finished one already. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This one. I'm eyeballing this one. This what type of squash is this? This is called spaghetti squash. You could Google it. That's the name of it. And when you go into Walmart, when you go into any grocery store, take a bigger bite. Got you. When you go into any grocery store, just if you can't find it, just ask someone for spaghetti squash, and they'll know what you're talking about. Ashley, I love the texture. Me too. Dice, esa palm. Hi, honey. Welcome in. Take a bigger bite. Let's see. I don't know if I can, you know? I haven't been live in 2 days. You guys know I have a lot going on and good stuff. And I'm a little sleep deprived. I'm a little bit of everything right now. I've been working from home. Life is good. But I'm blessed, you know? And I haven't been live in 2 days, so I'm kind of rusty. So I don't know I don't know if I could do big bites anymore. Can I do it? My little mouth can't take this big bite. Let's see. Just for you though. How do you make that, people? I'm gonna tell you again how to make it. Just give me a second. This bite's for you. Whoever asked for a big bite, bon appetit. Look. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mmm. Mmm. Wow. Jared, I sent you an email. Oh, you did? Okay. I'll check it out as soon as I get off Miranda. You got some work to do? Period. Lots of work. Um, oh my god, my eyes are so bad. Now chew with... Oh. Okay, now you're at... This guy said, now chew with your mouth open. You know what? Now you have a lot of demands, so I gotta see a lion first. You know, send a little... Let's do a corgi. Send me a corgi. And I'll chew with my mouth open and I'll pop a titty. How about that one? My left titty. And there's a double nipple on that one. Jeremy, cut that out. Cut it out. Why do you say stuff like that? Oh my god. Thank you for the gift, Winter Moon. Damn, sometimes my mouth... I can't hold a secret for nothing. But I think that's a premium, right? If you have a double nipple, that's like double priced. I'm just saying, right? Or do you get 2 for 1? Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. I'm just kidding. I don't have no double nipple. But I do got a big areola. Jeremy, okay. Stop it. Let's talk about something else, okay? Change the subject, guys. No more nipple talk. Can I have a bite, please? Say less. I'll give you a bite. You said you need. Can I have a... Yes, you can have a bite. How do you make that? Okay. So this is called spaghetti squash. And it's really easy because the squash takes the place of the noodles. So there's no noodles involved in this dish, right? So you go to the store, you buy something that's called a spaghetti squash that looks like this, but round, like oval. You cut it in half long way, and you have 2 pieces like this. You put a lot of salt, pepper, olive oil, put it in the oven at 400 degrees for an hour. Once it's a little golden brown at the edges, you know it's done. Take it out, scrape it with a spoon and a fork, scrape it off. Make sure your noodles are all in the middle. Put some sauce, put some meat, put the cheese on top, put it back in the oven for 10 minutes. And this is how you make spaghetti squash. Spaghetti with the spaghetti squash. My way. You say, why are you... No, I wasn't talking about nipples. I was talking about something else. You misheard. How you had to use a fork. Buy squash, use fork. Jeremy, you're so funny. Thank you. It's all... I don't mean to be. Sometimes it just comes out like that, and I see stuff, and it's unfiltered, y'all. Stop eating. Who said that? You had a picture on there. I put chicken in mine with sauce and cheese on the top. You know what? I like chicken too. You know, after I'm done eating this spaghetti squash, right? I'm gonna do a video. You know, today I'm motivated. I don't know why I'm so motivated today, but I'm gonna do a video of the viral. I don't know if you guys seen it. You could search it, but it's the... Let me get a little. It's the viral pickle dip or pickle dip from Costco. So I don't know what they call it. I'm gonna murder the name, but like gurgling pickles or something. So I bought that big container of pickles from Costco, the extra expensive one, the crispy ones. And I seen a little TikTok trend of the viral pickle dip with those pickles. So I'm gonna do it my way, and I'll post it maybe tomorrow. Hopefully I could post it tomorrow. So What meat did you use? Ground beef. I used ground beef on this. No bread or noodles, carbs? No. No bread, no noodles, just spaghetti squash, meat, sauce, and cheese. Lots of cheese. Annie's in here. Hi, Annie. Jeremy has such a great, genuine. Oh, thank you guys. And if my jokes offend you, I apologize. But all my live streams are geared for older adults, you know. So if it's a little bit crossing your comfort zone, I apologize, and that's just my humor. So that's just we kind of deal with, like I always say, you know, life is life. You know, I come home. I get done with work every day. I have my life that goes on every day. Who knows? You never know. I could be stressed out. I could be going through stuff. But when I'm on YouTube, it's my little time to just release everything, you know? No matter what is going on, no matter what bills I owe, no matter how stressed I am at work. And hopefully you guys could find my channel and my humor as that little release from the normal day to day, because shit, adulting's hard, guys. I never signed up. I always said, like when I was a kid, I said, God damn, I can't wait to be an adult. I can't wait to get a job. I can't wait to do this. And now that I'm an adult, I'm like, so many responsibilities, so many bills, so many people count on me, and I just want to forget about that sometimes, you know? And this is where I do it on YouTube. Okay? Um Sorry, I missed. I'm coming over to your house. You're invited. Anyone who's in Phoenix, I will feed you, and you will go home extra plump for sure. It's harder. You know, chicken is one of those. So when I cook with chicken, guys, my preferred. You know, I like chicken breast. Don't get me wrong. And if I cook chicken breast, I'm gonna cook thick chicken breast. Why? Because you could use a thermometer and you can measure the measurements in the oven, and you can make sure you could cook it not too long so it could be moist, right? But to be safe with like putting chicken in spaghetti squash or pasta, the safer bet is using like thighs or legs, because it's a more moist piece of chicken, cut of, part of the chicken, you know? So if I did add chicken to spaghetti squash, it's gonna be thigh meat. Uh-huh. So to cook the spaghetti squash in the oven, it takes about an hour to an hour and 20 minutes. But there's no real time, because you could get a really big squash. Excuse me. But you have to look for the edges, they have to be brown. And you could tell once it starts roasting up, and that your edges are brown and golden, that means it's done. Just take it out and you start scraping the inside. I keep it in the spaghetti, in the squash shell, because it just makes nice presentation. But you could scrape it up and put it in a bowl and mix it with your sauce. You don't have to use the same squash, you know? Eggplant. Oh my gosh, eggplant, winky face. It's one of my favorite foods, and I love eggplant. I love eggplant anyway, and yeah, I love eggplant. Uh, Dice, boy, don't tempt me. I'm gonna hang out. Moo? Dice, that looks. I love me some egg. We're talking about the vegetable though, right? Vegetable, eggplant, guys. I know it's a little late, but stay focused. Eggplant parmesan. Buongiorno, buongiorno, guys. Dice, hi, Renata. Hi, Renata. Man, I miss you guys. I love butter nut squash. Cooked, the same way. You know what? Last week on this channel too, I had apricot squash and I sliced it up and I baked it in the oven with salt, pepper, olive oil. Man, that was good. And you guys might think like, um, Jeremy, you cook with a lot of vegetables. It's because I'm on this new program that I found, and you donate $20 to an organization here in Phoenix every week. And with that $20 donation, they'll give you a 70-pound box of saved vegetables that they saved from local farms that they were going to throw away because they couldn't sell it to the grocery store. They'll sell it, they give it to me, like 70 pounds, or the people who donate to the organization. I forgot what's the name of the organization, but I paid $20. They give me a big 70-pound box of veggies that are like organic and good. And for the last 2 weeks, I've been getting organic vegetables that I would have never bought in the grocery stores because they're too expensive. That's how I'm eating like this. Like all these feta bakes, all the how do you say it? Heirloom tomatoes that I made, all the other stuff is all thanks to that little donation box that I pay for. This week, they said, okay, donate your $20. We're gonna have in your box poblano peppers, red bell peppers, green bell peppers, tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, what's that? Prickling cucumbers, and I forgot what else, but that's most of it. That's so awesome and a great way to get your veggies. Yeah, and you get to donate to a great organization that helps people. Like I think they help the homeless, or because not everyone has to pay. So I pay because I could pay, right? But if people were to go there the day of, at the end they give away boxes to the people that can't pay. So of course I'm not gonna go stand in line and give my face and say I need a free box, right? So I'm one of the ones that pay, and hopefully with my payment, it gives a chance for the other people to get their box at no charge. So it's kind of a system, and I like it too because me that I could do a little bit helps out someone that can't do a little bit, and it's kind of the circle of helping. And I like how this organization does it, and they're they're doing a good job. These Um, heirloom. What they say? Heirloom tomatoes. Thank you. Look at that. Mmm. Man. Wow, this is good. Sorry guys, I'm looking at two phones, and if I don't see your comments, it's because they're going by so quick. Moo, I did see the moo. I did see that one. These right? Jer, it makes my day seeing you smile. Oh, honey. Let me tell you, I needed this smile. It's been a minute. My emotions have been so up and down lately. I have been all over the place. And, like I said, coming on YouTube for me, it's a little escape. And you guys think I do it just to make content or just to do a mukbang. No, you guys are just as much as if you guys like my content and you guys watch me, right? You guys are helping me out in return, you could say, So I'm definitely so appreciated to you guys for being so loyal, for coming in, for always supporting, for always being there for me, for the channel, and for each other, because I know you guys chat in the live stream and talk to each other too. And man, this makes my day. This definitely makes my day for sure. Let's see. I'm curious. Are these baked? Yes. They're baked in the oven at 400 degrees. Um, yeah, I always like the cheese extra crispy. But yeah, you bake it in the oven, and then you get this, like, new subscriber? New subscriber, yeah, thank you for subscribing. Mental health is real. And keeping on top of your mental health, I guess, is most important, you know? Because like I said, everything's stressful. Yeah, especially nowadays, you I don't even watch the news, guys. That's how bad it is. I cannot watch the news because as soon as I hear what's going on in my city and in cities across the US, as soon as I hear all the families that are getting affected, as soon as I hear all the global stuff that's going on, it breaks my heart. And you know, all we could do is pray for everything to get better, and prayer works, but it is little tough times, you know. We just have to stay focused. We have to keep the faith, and things will get better. Is it squash? Yeah, spaghetti squash. Um, you said hello. How are you doing? Hi, Arturo. I'm doing great. I'm a little rusty. Today's my first day back after like a 2-day break. I'm telling you, if you take 2 days off, if you take 2 days off, it's hard to get back in the rhythm of stuff, you know? Definitely keep the faith. Correct. Hey, thank you, Mad Hatter. I am so bored. Let's see, what can we suggest? If you're that bored, what do I do when I'm bored? Go on Netflix. There's this new show that I started watching yesterday. Not on Netflix, but it's the the series continues of the Lord of the Rings. No, not Lord of the Rings. The oh my gosh, Game of Thrones. The Night of the Kingdoms. I'm a big fan of Game of Thrones, and I can't wait to sit down and watch these series. There's only 2 episodes that are out right now, so I haven't really started watching it. But I want to start watching The Night of the Seven Kingdoms really soon. I'm definitely excited about that. And yesterday I found out that another one of my favorite shows is coming out with the new series, a new season, which is Bridgerton. Is there any like Bridgerton fans out there? Like, I love the Queen, the series The Queen. I love the series Bridgerton. I love Downton Abbey. I love what's the other one? What's the other one in New York? The Gilded Age. I love the Gilded Age. Those are like my shows. That's my jam. I could sit down and not get up until I'm done with the whole series. And I look good with my facial hair. Thank you. These hi Mons, how are you? Okay, yes, I love series. Downton Abbey. Yeah, Downton Abbey was my favorite. They don't have a. They ended doing the series, the seasons, but they just had a movie released, and I went to see it in the theater. This what is that? Spaghetti squash. It's spaghetti squash and marinara sauce and meat. This is my second one. We still have one more. He said, "What's your favorite drink?" Diet Coke. Well, right now we're a little on a budget, so we're doing Diet Sam's Cola. But you know what? If you squint your eyes and you have a good mindset, right? And you take a sip, it tastes just like Diet Coke, and it costs like half the price. And it takes effect. It still works with the Honey Boo Boo theory. It doesn't matter if it's generic or the real Coca-Cola. So we're good. But I don't mind the off brands. I don't mind the store brands. To me, it doesn't taste the same. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not a Diet Coke and the Sam's Choice or the Shasta. It doesn't taste exactly the same, but it's a good alternative. Mmm. Number two. That's fun. Okay. I'm so sorry, Annie. I see your comment, but they're long and my eyes are failing me today. But I'm gonna try to read it. You said some of those series are, but they are some of the accurate to British history, Jared, especially with shows about the royals. You know, I don't know how close they are to being accurate. You know who's really smart on all this royal British history is my friend BJ. If you have a question about royalty, if you have a question about monarchy, if you have a question about the queens or something, that's the person to go to. He's really good at history. And I remember he used to talk my ear off about this stuff. And I'm like I don't I can't follow because he knows so much. So that's one person that does know his history. But I don't know how accurate the series are to like real life. But that boy knows his history, so that's the person to ask about that. Um, I am British. Yeah, I remember Annie. Mm-hmm. Um, what's your plans for the weekend, boo boo? I'm landlocked. I'm at home. I'm gonna be at home. Um, I'm working from home actually. I might, you know what? I might actually work. I might take up some overtime from home, and I'm working from home for the next 4 months, 4 to 5 months. But actually, I told you guys that my boss sort of approved by mouth, by talking, that I could work from home permanently. But I'm like the type of person, if I don't have it in writing, an email in writing, him saying, I told him, clarify this through an email. And I wrote it out for him, and I told him, just agree that everything's accurate in my email. And he said he'll give it back to me on Monday. So once I get that email back on Monday, I officially work from home permanently, and I have to just go in maybe one day a week to work. Lisa, I'm back. I put my babies to bed finally. They were fighting. Oh my gosh. Know what you mean, honey. Home is good. I'm very happy for you. You know, you guys, I think all of you have been in my room, right? Well, not all of you. Most of you. A lot of you have been in my room. Man, my room is so comfortable, and I have a big room. Like, I have a big room. Like, I have a big master bathroom. I love my bathroom. My room, it's a good size. I have a walk-in closet, but I have a little wing in the corner where I used to do the face painting. And I have a big couch. I have a big desk. And I enjoy my room is like my safe zone, and I could just go in my room, turn on a candle, and just relax and be okay, you know. Um, I have not seen you haven't seen my bedroom, Renata. Maybe one day I'll invite you to my room, okay, Renata? No, on camera for sure. Unless you're part of my OnlyFans, and then I'll do a private message with you, okay? Ash, yeah, I'm so happy she lived this. Oh my god, I still have one more. Take a breather. Take a breather. But I can't wait to do this video after. I'm gonna do the video. Has anyone heard of that viral pickle dip? If you haven't, look it up. But I'm gonna do it my way because I'll give it a little. I'm gonna put chicken. I'm thinking about putting eggs, the whole jar of pickles. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't want to mess it up either. But I love eggs. I love lots of cheese. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Look up that little viral pickle dip and you'll see what I'm talking about. It was cute. All the hangouts in Jeremy's bedroom. Ash about kids only love crunchy grapes. You know what? Yeah, grapes. Kids love grapes, but one thing you have to be careful. Always cut your kids' grapes in half. It's a big choking hazard. You know. Jeremy has even. Oh shoot, Bonnie! I thought you were gonna say something else. Yeah, but yeah, my Labubu is really bigger in my bigger bedroom. The Labubu, and I love. Yeah, me too. I love sour pickles. Need that? Oh my gosh, Bonnie. Okay, let's go for it. Oh, damn, this one's big. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Good night. Heffa cakes? No. Now I'm gonna take a mental picture of that and I'll search it. I'll Google it after. The grapes. These flaming hot Cheetos. I know. We haven't done flaming hot Cheetos. I haven't been in a flaming hot mood, y'all. I haven't felt flaming hot lately. What have I felt like? Let me think of something. What have I felt? No. I can't even think about it. Mm. You don't have TikTok either? Heffa cakes. I'm gonna look that up, Annie. Hi friend, how are you? My best friend just texted me. You still up? Yeah, I'm live. You don't watch me on live? She's so cute. You still up. But you know what, my best friend, I know I get on her nerves. Guys, I have one friend, um, here that I know personally. And my one friend, she's a girl. Oh, she said, I'm lonely. She said, I'm lonely. Everyone passed out. I want to talk to her. So I have one friend, and I call her every day, right? And I know I get on her nerves. I know I get on her nerves, but I think she likes it because we could be on the phone for like, I'm like shocked. I like look at my phone and it's like 3 hours and a half. I'm like, what the hell? We've been on the phone for 3 hours and a half. And sometimes I call her or she calls me and we're just on the phone, just listening to what she's doing. Mind you, don't think nothing bad because she has a family. She's married. I love her kids. She's just the best person ever, you know? And, but man, like 3 hours. And then I know her husband too. He's my good friend too. It was his birthday yesterday. So I called them. I said happy birthday, and he doesn't mind that I talk to his wife for like 4 hours a day. You know. Hey Jared, what's going on? We're just chatting up. We're just having we're just chatting. That's it's all my. That's you too, Gina. Gina, and I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, shit. Am I getting on her nerves because no. This is what I said. I'm like, does she want to tell me like, Jeremy, I gotta go. You're talking. You're. It's maybe she's just that person that can't say bye because she might think she's hurting my feelings. And and um and I always say like, I think she's just that one person that can't say shut up. Like I need to go. Like, and I'm in the back of my head. I'm like, I hope she doesn't think like that because I like talking to her. You know what I mean? But I don't think so. Hey Jeremy, what's going on? What shall I just use two phones for the stream? What did Moss say? Dice Moss. Oh my gosh! Don't say nothing. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. So I'm very lucky to know them, and but Honey Boo was telling me, honeys, I've been talking, but I want to know something. What did you guys eat today? Look at me eating like a pig. What did you guys have for dinner? You know what? Someone said something smells awful today. You know what? Get that looked at. You know why? Your bowel movement could be a good indication of something wrong going on. So if you notice anything out the ordinary about smell, consistency, or anything, don't, especially when you're getting older, don't take that lightly. Look for patterns, and early detection of anything is a lifesaver. So, um, I don't know why I'm bringing that up for your comment, but I hope you're serious. But yeah, always take a look at consistency and patterns. But um, yeah, I remember you first telling everyone you were pregnant. I was never pregnant, Bonnie. I don't think I was pregnant. This I made a small batch of tamales, rice, and beans. Damn, Desi, just a normal Thursday evening dinner, a batch of tamales. Damn. You said, I'm embarrassed to say I ate a 4-day-old McChicken. Skinny Pop? Why is that embarrassed? You know, don't be embarrassed because I'm embarrassed. Sometimes, no wait, I have done that before. That's nothing to be embarrassed about. Um, you say unwell. You feel unwell today? Why, Annie? Annie, you got us. Why do you feel unwell? Let us know. Let's talk. 4-day-old McChicken, just go buy another one. Yeah, just like that. You know what? McChickens used to cost $1 when I was young. McChickens and double cheeseburgers used to cost $1. Yeah, just go buy another one. They cost almost $7 to buy one McChicken. Hell no, I'm not gonna go buy another one. $7 is a lot of money. Shoot, I don't even buy McChickens. Tampa, Florida. Welcome, Tampa. What's your name? Yeah, welcome. Florida is beautiful. Could I live there? Hell no, I can't live there. I cannot live there. You say, oh, okay, never mind. Don't know they were 7. Guess I'm too old. No, I'm old too. And when I was young, McChickens used to cost $1. And sausage muffins with egg. Wait, were they 2 for $1? No, they were $1. And now they're like almost $6 each. And yeah, McDonald's, it's not a cheap alternative anymore like it was before. I guess it's cheaper than a lot of things, but anything eating out, it's expensive. And hint, I would eat out every day. I would totally eat out every day, but I can't afford it. Taco stands are better and cheaper? I guess, but they be pasándose también. Taco stands, I guess I'm just cheap, man. But taco stands have went up in price too, to be honest with you. One of the cheapest, I think it's the dollar. It's like $3, but regardless, wait, than it used to be. You know what? I always said I'm never gonna be that old cranky person. But even though it's $3 or $4 now, and it's not that much, I'm that one cranky person that was like, why am I gonna spend $4 when it was like $1 20 years ago? You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna ask if anyone else is like that because I'm kind of weird like that, you know? But that's what I say. Like, why would I spend $5 on a McChicken when it used to be $1 when back in the day, you know? Are you the real Secret Labubu? Have you seen my secret content on my OF? I have the Secret Labubu content. And if you want to see that content, subscribe to the blue page, okay? And you'll get all the Labubu behind the scenes. Oh my god, that was disturbing. That was a joke. Yeah, right. Inflation. Inflation is real, for sure. These I'm in Texas. I can get 4 birria tacos with consomme for 12. Damn, that's a good deal. 4 birria tacos with consomme for $12. That's a good deal. The reason I covered it because I have a light and it's blurring out my comments and I couldn't see. That's a good deal for sure. $12 for all that. Um, this is, yeah, that's a great deal. Hey Jeremy, what are you doing this weekend? This weekend I'm staying home. I'm staying home. I'm landlocked. I'm telling you guys, when I'm not lying to you. When I say I'm landlocked, working from home, I'm home for the next 5 months. And I don't plan on doing anything. And if I go out, they'll be like to the grocery store and back. But that's it. You know why? Why? Tell me. If you know why, tell me. How was that season? Salt, pepper, olive oil. That's it. Salt, pepper, olive oil. Very simple. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you know why? Why? Who knows? Who knows why? You know, I was just genuinely curious if you knew why. But not a lot of people know why. So I didn't mean to like you were offending me or anything. I was just genuinely curious if you knew, you know? Because very limited people know. I'm having clam chowder this weekend with lots of crispy. Oh, that sounds good. Clam chowder. You know, when you talk about clam chowder, it reminds me of my childhood because every Thanksgiving, my uncle used to cook a fresh batch of fresh clam chowders, like with fresh clams and fresh crispy bacon on top, heavy cream. I remember everyone used to come to our Thanksgiving, not for like the turkey, but for his clam chowder. And yeah, oh, I love clam chowder. And yeah, I go to Disney and they have some good clam chowder, but nothing compares to the taste I remember from my uncle's clam chowder when I was growing up. And even my grandmother's food. Like I used to make fun of my grandmother when I was young before she passed away. Um, she used to cook the same stuff every day. So like she used to have a rotation. Monday she would cook her adobo. Tuesday she would cook sinigang. Wednesday she would cook meatloaf. Thursday she would cook what is it? Like baked chicken. And Friday she would cook, but every week it would be the same stuff, but a new week. And we always used to make fun of her, like, Grandma, like, can we get something else, or can we add something else to the lineup? And she used to get so mad and scream at us, like, you're lucky I even freaking cook. Um, and she used to just scream at us, you know. But some of her food, even though I had it so much growing up, I wish I could taste it again. One of her dishes that always gets me like warm inside just thinking about it was her lima bean soup. She made a big pot of white lima bean soup with baby carrots, green beans, um, and big oxtails, like lots of oxtail. And lima bean soup, her influence to her lima bean soup used to be Filipino. And every time I mention her dish to someone that's Filipino, or someone that cooks Filipino food, they don't know what that is, because we used to eat it with rice, with patates with the fish sauce, but no one else knows about that dish. So I think it's one of her personal dishes that she just created, and she's always made. I don't know where she got that recipe, but it's not a traditional Filipino dish, I think, and it's something that I could never try again. Dice, is that a cabbage skin or a potato skin? This is spaghetti, a squash shell. Clam chowder, then turkey. Me too, Ashley. Um, she would be so proud of you, Jer, the wonderful cook. Oh, I used to be her favorite, and I'll admit that. But I was the only one that lived with my grandmother forever, but everyone else lived really close, like next door, the house after. But I lived with my grandmother, and every day we would sit down on the couch, her couch, and we would watch Judge Judy. We would watch The View. We would watch all the shows, all the shows on Channel 7, ABC. And at night, I knew it was almost her bedtime because every night, we would watch 60 Minutes with Barbara Walter. Do you guys remember Barbara Walter? Did she pass away? I don't even know. But as soon as I heard that 60 Minutes, the little theme song that comes before that 60 Minutes, is it offensive to ask how old I am? No, I was born October 15th, 1990. So do the math. That's you still watch The View? Yeah, we used to watch The View every day. Um, but yeah, we used to watch 60 Minutes with Barbara Walters at night. And as soon as 60 Minutes came on, I knew it was almost bedtime. She would say, Jeremy, go upstairs now. Because she lived all the way down in the basement that they converted into an apartment. And I lived upstairs in the main house. But the main house was so empty. Like, imagine an old Victorian San Francisco home, right? Oh, she passed away? God rest her soul. I didn't know that. So, imagine an old Victorian San Francisco home. It was haunted AF. And every night I would go to sleep with the blanket over my head, and I couldn't look at the door because I knew something was staring at me. That house was haunted. Like, San Francisco has went through so much, the earthquake. They say a priest used to own that house before a long time ago. That house was haunted. So she used to have the little basement apartment, and she used to be like, Jeremy, go upstairs now. And I used to hate it. And I used to be scared because I had to walk from the basement stairs, and from the basement it would go to the kitchen, and everything was dark because she didn't believe in wasting electricity, right? So everything was pitch black. And back then we didn't have cell phones like today. We didn't have iPhones. We didn't have like stuff like you could put your light, Yeah, I had a laptop, but I wasn't going to carry it every day. So I remember like being scared every day just to go upstairs. So I would have to go upstairs from the basement up to the kitchen, and then you could see just pitch black, and something was there just watching me. And then I had to run around to the main staircase and take that all the way upstairs. It was a spiral staircase that went upstairs to the bedroom, and it was the longest route to my room. And I swear, that house, I never experienced any paranormal. Well, I take that back. I did see some stuff, but nothing ever happened to me um like physically, But it was scary growing up with that. Tell stories about your grandma. Yeah, my grandma. And then after a while, she got older. She wasn't even that old. She was about 75, 77, and then she told all of us she got COPD and she got leukemia. And It was so sad. She told all of us, you know? But after she told us, I think she lived like four years after that. Oh my god, this is such a special time because you know what? You know when she passed away? She passed away on Valentine's Day. Um, the year she passed on February 14th. That was the day she passed away. You need a flashlight? Yeah. And but my grandma was special because she was one of those. She was older, right? She was like 77. But she used to love shopping at Macy's and what was their other store? Um, Nordstrom. She used to love shopping Nordstrom. She used to love shopping Macy's. She would buy mini skirts and cut the slit a little bit higher. And everyone would be like, Grandma, why do you have to cut your skirt a little higher? And she said, oh, because when I go to the grocery stores, I always see the older guys. If you want their attention, you just have to stick your leg out a little bit. And she used to say that. And she used to, for her age, she had it going on, my grandmother. And she knew it. She always dressed good. She always had her good style. She never looked really old and worn down, you know, until the day she died. And yeah, she never looked worn out. Smart woman, yeah. But she was tough as nails, man. That lady, she was military, you know? My allowance was $5 a week. Imagine. She used to give me $5 every week, and she used to say, Jeremy, here's your $5 allowance. Make it last. And my little big ass used to do a dollar chip, a dollar bag of chips from Walgreens every day. So I could be on the little bus with my little bag of chips, eating my little chips every day on the way home. And I used to be happy with my $1 bag of chips. And I remember my favorite chips were the Frito Lay's, the Spiral Barbecue. What are they called? The Spiral Barbecue. What are those? The Spiral Barbecue. Um, corn chips. The Spiral Barbecue corn chips. My grandma had her hair done weekly. That was her, right? And she used to walk to the gym every day and have her personal trainer down the street. Because San Francisco is so different than Phoenix. Like in Phoenix, you need a car to go anywhere. In Phoenix, you can't go on foot. Thinking about San Francisco, you had a car in the garage, but you could just go out your door and walk to the train station. You could walk to the neighborhood, like little downtown area in your neighborhood, and go to the little mom and pop gym, go to the pizza shop, go to the burrito place. That's what I miss about San Francisco. It's like San Francisco was always homey, you know, like get out your house, walk to where you want to go, come back home, and it's like a city, you know. And I used to work downtown San Francisco when I was young still. You know, one of my first jobs was in downtown San Francisco. So I had to take the BART, the little underground high speed train to downtown, and then you could see all the businessmen and women in their suits and their pantsuits every day. Totally different than living in Phoenix. Those are yummy and best crunch. Yes, Ashley, I love those. But yeah, Phoenix and Las Vegas and nowhere compares to a big city like San Francisco. But you know what? I'm glad I have that experience, and that experience to be able to um to have that city, grow up in the city when I was young, because it was special. You're from San Francisco? What part of San Francisco are you from? What part of San Francisco are you from? And I'll tell you if I was close to you. I'll tell you if that's my neighborhood. Okay, let's do one more. By Cow Palace. Oh my god. You know what? You know what that area by Cow Palace reminds me of? The drive-in. Because every weekend my uncle would take us to the drive-in, and it was right next to or close to Cow Palace. Do you know what drive-in movie theater I'm talking about? Well, I think it's the only drive-in movie theater that was in San Francisco, but it was by the Cow Palace. I damn, you brought back so much memories to me with that. Man, it was fun back in the days when we were little, ride bikes and do everything, and now it's not the same. No, now you can't. Where you're gonna let your kids out, and then God forbid they're a little tan or they're brown, they're gonna question if they're citizens. And if they don't have their ID, they're gonna deport them, even though they're U.S. You know what? That's getting too much into politics, guys. But there's a lot going on right now. That's sad. It doesn't matter if you were born here. It doesn't matter if you were born in another country. If you look different than the normal, if you don't look like what's normal in America, then um, you're an outsider. You're not wanted, and it's sad to think like that. And I don't even like to talk like this because I'm proud to be an American. I love my country. I America first. But it's a sad day in America that Americans have to worry about going out. Americans have to worry about, like, oh, am I brown or am I tan? Am I gonna get questioned today if I'm a U.S. citizen, if I belong here? That reminds me of Nazi Germany, to be honest with you. Are they gonna start making us wear ID tags to identify as Americans just because we're a different color? It and if you don't think if you don't think like that, and it's sad. It's really sad what's going on, and I don't say that because I'm not. I'm pro. I love my country. America, is the best, but it's sad. It's sad what's going on. Brown is the true color. Gina, that's true. It's true. But I understand. No, I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand what's going on. I don't, and I don't want to understand. I just want it to change. I just want it to be different. It's not right. But let's change the subject. Oh my god! Have you guys noticed when I hit a little tough subject and I want to change the subject, I just eat because that's my comfort. Like, I don't want to talk about it no more. Let's just eat. I remember the phone that I have was my house that I have to put the other room just to talk. Oh my gosh. I remember when cell phones were just coming out and they had a big Nokia that looked like two eggs next to each other. And the only games on the cell phone was the snake. Do you guys remember that snake game that you couldn't let it touch? I remember on the cell phone, the only games that were on the cell phone was solitaire and that little snake game that you had to make sure you don't touch the edge or. I just popped some popcorn in my mouth. Let's eat. Yes. I hate getting into sensitive topics like this because it hurts my feelings, and I don't like to talk about it because then I get sad, you know? My sister had 30-foot landline. Oh, I remember our first computer in the house. Oh my god, I feel old. The first computer we had was like a big Microsoft computer that when you turn it on, just all these letters came out. And it did had games. The only games it was that Snake game, and it had Solitary, the card game, and it had like, it wasn't Microsoft, but it was something that you could type your letters or something. And then when you wanted to print, we had a big printer that was huge, and it looked like a typewriter. So when you printed it, it came out, and then you had to rip the paper off. And then the papers had like little borders with circles, and then you had to rip those off. I don't know what computer that was though. Oh my gosh, Anna, thank you for the disco ball. Frogger? Yeah, I remember Frogger. Oh my god. I was a kid that, if you remember, you remember. Who remembers the commercial that was like, hooked on phonics, works for me? I was a kid that was hooked on phonics. I had a hard time in school. So I was on hooked on phonics, and but I still remember that commercial. Hooked on phonics works for me, but it didn't work for me. Was it a Dell computer? No, it was, well, maybe like the first original Dells. I don't remember the brand, but it was old. But then after that, the Macs came out, but the Apple Macs came out, but they were the big, like alien head shaped Macintosh computers that were desktop. And I remember those came out after. But in order to get a Macintosh, you had to have a lot of money. Like, not anyone could go buy a Macintosh. They cost so much. They were expensive. But yeah, I don't remember if it was a Dell computer. Who remembers with those that light up? You say, "Oh, thanks for not Let's see, pin that. What's that you're going to eat? Look, this is spaghetti squash. I'm almost done. I just have it here for show now. But it was spaghetti squash with marinara and ground beef. Thanks everyone for double tapping the screen and sending me your thumbs up. No, it was in your house. I that old can't remember. Help me. Um, it looks good. Yeah, it was good. Um, if I have been ignoring you guys on this side, let me catch up on comments here. Okay, good. Yes, no, I don't. I don't know, Crystal. Looking like a baby again in the face. Me? And I don't. Let me put my. I don't have my filter on. Hold on. Let me see the filter. This is me with no filter. See my freckles? But thank you for the compliment. You know what? I did buy I'm not gonna lie. I bought an expensive moisturizer from Costco. It's the first moisturizer that came in a glass container with the really golden lid. And when you open it, you see the little moisturizer in there. It was top. I paid $40 for two. That's expensive for me for a moisturizer. And I've been using that. It makes my skin feel so silky, and it's supposed to repair something. But I think it's been working. Look, my skin is not bad. I don't know if I'm liking the facial hair. Do you guys put a thumbs up if you guys like the facial hair? Put a thumbs down if you don't. Be honest, I won't get hurt. If you like it, put a thumbs up. If you want me to shave it off, put a thumbs down. What do you guys think? It's a keeper or it's a shave it off? Thumbs up? Does anyone know? No, Crystal, but I'm gonna look back at the chat and try to see. Thumbs up? But honestly, I like you. You like it shaved? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I like being no beard too, but I like it a little bit. You know. You guys like it? Okay. Maybe we'll try it out. We'll try it out for a little bit. Hi Trey, hello. You said I just spent $18 for a jar of $18? That's grandson one. They look very different now. She's beautiful. What did I miss? Australian Shepherd with blue eyes, named Sky, and he is so amazing. Annoying. Oh my gosh. But you know what? That's just a puppy stage, probably. But I love the Australian Shepherds with the blue eyes. Is it Merle color? Does it have like, is it like multicolored like his coat? New subscriber? Hey, thanks, Trey. Tomorrow I'll go live. I'll come live a little earlier. I need to get back in the hang of everything. Man, it's been slow. January has been kind of slow. So I'm going to get back on it. I'm going to start live streaming more. I need to post more videos for sure. It's a blue Merle. Hair, blue eyes. Oh my gosh. Did you get snow? No, I'm in Phoenix. It was like 80 degrees today. You look gorgeous. I am proud of your accomplishments and to all you do. Love you. Oh, sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's always hot. Yeah, no, you know, yeah. I think winter's over because it was. I opened the door a little bit on my break and it was hot. Oh my god, I got tea about what happened with my mom. The whole story. Want to hear? Sure. Tell us. Tell us the tea. Tell us the tea. You know what? Speaking about tea, it snowed here. It snowed in Texas. Speaking about tea, we might start doing tea time. You know how we had the coffee at night? We might still, I might have a cup of coffee or tea at night, but I want to show you guys the teas that I drink because I love teas. And I actually have a set, like a real China set. And I love cooking my fresh tea at night, and I love, pouring it. Maybe we could do, if you guys are into it, I could do a little tea time and show you guys the tea that I drink. And if you guys are really interested in the tea that I drink, I could have a link, and you guys could go to my link in my shopping cart and buy the tea from there. So like one of the teas that I do have, it's like the miracle tea. It's like the 6 magic ingredients for your kidney tea, and it has like ginseng, it has turmeric, it has something berries. I'll show you guys, and if you guys really like it, we'll have a link pinned below. The lowest it got here, it's about 3 in Arizona. Oh heck no. Love you. Oh, do you guys like tea? Would you guys like to have tea with me? I love tea, especially, tea. It has so much health benefits, especially if you know what to mix. My grandmother used to always be so into tea. My grandmother, who's still here, my mom's mom, she used to have a book, and she probably still does. We used to go to the market. We used to buy different leaves and herbs, and she used to mix her own herbs to do different, not cures, but like benefits to certain things that you need help with. And ever since then, I got into tea. But you just bought the chupa panza tea? Damn, I need that too. Did you see my my message? Um, now I did. Okay, so my brother just okay, hold on. Let me read it here. Just passed at 41, and he was my nephew, but no for when. Oh wow, does he still have a show? That makes me knock off Starbucks. You make a knockoff of Starbucks medicine ball. Starbucks medicine ball is not hard though. I heard it's just lemon juice, the mint tea, honey, and it's not that difficult to make that one. I want to hear. Yeah, what's the results, Crystal? What's the result? What's the tea? They say they say you drink at night, then you go number 2 in the AM. His brother is the father of my nephew. My mom's been talking. Oh my god, is this a real story? Oh my goodness. Well, may your brother rest in peace for sure. And at least he left his little legacy here with his son. That their mom's taking care of, and it's an unfortunate situation, but at least he left a little gift for you guys. No, tea. We are talking about tea. We're gonna do a tea time. So I'm gonna share the tea that I drink. I love tea, like real tea, and I have some that I drink daily, and a lot of them have a lot of health benefits. And if you guys really like it, I have a little shopping cart to my Shopify, and you guys could order it, and it'll get shipped out to you guys. But if you guys don't want to just watch, we could enjoy a cup of tea. You guys drink the tea you like, you know? Now she is asleep. I have to go Get sleep. Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna end it. I think I'm gonna finish this off camera, guys. It's been so nice to get caught up with you guys, and wow, it's been a minute. I need to stay consistent. Tomorrow I'll come back live. Maybe I might do a daytime little Costco run. Hopefully I can. And coffee sounds so good. No, I know coffee, but I don't want to stay up at night. Even though sometimes coffee doesn't keep me up, but sometimes it does. No, Crystal, I believe you. But guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Um, it was so nice spending this meal with you guys. You guys make the best company, Honey Boo Boos, and I appreciate you guys so much. Um, Trust me, I want to bring you guys so much content. I want to get more comfortable with YouTube. I have so many ideas. I want to share so much more. I want to share my meal with you guys, but I also want to share other things. I just need to schedule myself, get organized, and really just do it, And I am. But I appreciate every one of you guys, Honey Boos. And like always, it's not goodbye, Honey Boo Boos. Hey, it's I'll see you later, alligators. After wild crocodiles. Honeys, babies, I love you so much. And you guys know that. And hopefully, you guys could join me tomorrow. Because tomorrow's going to be a special one. Tomorrow's going to be so special, you guys are going to be blown away. And I'm not going to tell you what. The only way to find out what's on the lineup for tomorrow is joining me. So make sure your notifications are turned on. Make sure you double tap the screen to send me your thumbs up. And again, Honey Boo Boos, I love you guys. And thank you so much for always supporting me and our community. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, honeys. Bye, babies. I'll see you tomorrow.